And this is me playing the drums. What do you think? Today's lesson is two-step equations with fractions and decimals. So we're going to be solving two-step equations again, this time though with fractions and decimals. Our Indiana Academic Standard is 8.3.1 and the Common Core Standard is 8.EE.7. A quick reminder, the steps for solving equations. 1. Deal with any distributive property. 2. Combine like terms. 3. Deal with addition or subtraction. And 4. Deal with multiplication or division. These are the same rules that we had before with multi-step equations. We're going to be dealing today though with fractions and decimals, so have those calculators handy because you're going to want them. Number 1, using the reciprocal. Solve 3/4 p minus 7 equals 11. The first thing we're going to deal with is that minus 7. We're going to add 7 to both sides of the equation. When we add 7 to both sides, on the left-hand side, we're left with 3/4 p, and on the right-hand side, 11 plus 7 is 18. So we have 3/4 p equals 18. Now we need to deal with this 3/4. Because it's a fraction in front of the variable, we can simply multiply by the reciprocal of 4/3, and that will eliminate our 3/4. So we multiply the left-hand side by 4/3, and we multiply the right-hand side by 4/3. On the left-hand side, the 4/3 and 3/4 cancel each other out, so you're left with p. On the right-hand side, you can multiply it on your calculator, or you can even do it in your head. 18 and 3 can be simplified to 3 goes into both of those, so 18 becomes 6, 3 becomes the 1. So then you have 6 times 4, which is 24. So p equals 24. You can plug that back into the equation, and 3/4 of 24 is 18. 18 minus 7 is 11. So 24 checks out. P equals 24. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down this example. For example number 2, solve 1/2 y plus 3 equals 2/3. If they give you the work in fractions, you need to keep things in fractions. Just keep that in mind. We're going to start by subtracting 3 from both sides of the equation. So on the left-hand side, that would leave us with 1/2 y. On the right-hand side, that would give us negative 2 1/3. Now we have to deal with the 1/2 in front of the y. When you have a fraction in front of a variable, it's best just to multiply by the reciprocal. So we're going to multiply both sides by 2/1. So on the left-hand side, we have 2/1 times 1/2 y. And on the right-hand side, we have negative 2 1/3 times 2, or 2/1. On the left-hand side, the 2/1 and 1/2 cancel each other out, and you're left with y. On the right-hand side, negative 2 1/3 times 2, 2/1, equals negative 4 2/3. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down this example. If you are understanding what's going on so far, put a smiley face. If you're confused, put a confused face. And if you're really lost, put a really sad face. Using properties of equality. Suppose your cell phone plan is $30 per month plus 5 cents per minute. Your bill is $36.75. Use the equation 30 plus 0.05x equals 36.75 to find the number of minutes on your bill. So if we take a look at this problem, we have 30 plus 0.05x equals 36.75. The first thing we need to do is we need to subtract 30 from both sides of the equation. When we do that, on the left-hand side, we're left with 0.05x, and on the right-hand side, we're left with $6.75. Now we're ready to divide both sides by 0.05. On the left, 0.05x divided by 0.05 leaves us with x. On the right, 6.75 divided by 0.05 is 135. So, the total number of minutes on your bill was 135 minutes. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down this problem. Don't forget to ask a question that we can discuss in class. There are 4 quick check problems. I want you to try them 2 at a time. Try the first 2. Pause the video, work them out, then start the video again and check your work. If you make any mistakes, be sure to correct the mistakes that you've made. Then try the next 2. At the bottom of your paper, I want you to put in the circle how many you had right out of these 4. For the first problem, you need to subtract 14 from both sides of the equation. On the left, you're left with negative 7 over 10k, and on the right, you have negative 35. Next, we're going to multiply both sides by negative 10 over 7. On the left-hand side, the fractions cancel each other out, and you're left with k. On the right-hand side, negative 35 times negative 10 over 7 is going to be 50. So k equals 50. On quick check number 1b, we're going to have to add 4 to both sides of the equation. So then we have 2/3 m equals 7. Next, we're going to multiply both sides by 3 over 2. On the left-hand side, the fractions cancel each other out. You're left with m. On the right-hand side, 7 times 3/2 is 10 1/3. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down this problem. Don't forget to ask a question that we can discuss in class. Now try this quick check problem. Pause the video, work it out, then start the video again to see how well you did. For this problem, we're going to have to add 7/12 to both sides of the equation. On the left-hand side, negative 7/12 plus 7/12 cancel each other out. You're left with y. On the right-hand side, 1/6 plus 7/12 equals 9/12. 9/12 can be reduced to 3/4. So y equals 3/4. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down this problem. Try this last quick check problem on your own. Pause the video, work it out, then start the video again to check your work. When you're all finished with this one and you check it, please be sure to write down at the bottom of the page how many you have correct out of 4 and circle it. For this last example, add 3.6 to both sides of the equation. On the left-hand side, you're left with 1.5x, and on the right-hand side, 2.4 plus 3.6 is 6. Now we're ready to divide both sides by 1.5. On the left-hand side, the 1.5's cancel each other out, and you're left with x. On the right-hand side, 6 divided by 1.5 is 4. So x equals 4. Don't forget to write how many you have right out of these last 4 at the bottom of your page and circle it. If you have any additional questions, be sure that you've written them down, and we'll talk about them in class tomorrow.